Eh bien, salut tout le monde, c'est Joxy. On se retrouve pour l'épisode 4 de Max Payne 3. On s'était laissé au chapitre 6. On sortait du bureau du... Je sais pas comment il s'appelle, lui. Le milliardaire. Wow. Alors. Que ça rentre bien dans l'action, pas de... C'est bon, on a nettoyé le bureau.
Max! Max!
Yeah, it's safe. Come on. We need to get you to the server room. Let's go.
Por que não posso ficar aqui com você debaixo da mesa?
Let's go. Come on.
Okay, I'm coming. Come on.
The real security
David
guards
Luiz,
were
yeah.
run off,
Germain.
laid off, or bumped off. That left us.
Attendez.
It wasn't a fantastically comforting thought.
Can we go, please?
Voilà. Ça m'a mis sur place.
This code should get us into the boardroom. Okay.
Glad to see the security system is keeping the right people out.
Oh shit!
Vas-y, bouge, bouge, bouge. Une tête, deux têtes, trois têtes, quatre têtes.
Essa vai pro pessoal lá de casa.
Eh, viens là, bâtard. Et qui se cache derrière la table?
Ah, não consigo andar!
Comment, hein? Tiens, à pleine tête.
Are
Voilà.
we dead?
No such luck. We gotta go.
La tête qu'il a, il est en panique.
It's through here.
Toi, j'aimerais bien avoir tes pelles. C'est bon. Ah, vas-y, ouvre la porte. Hein.
Hey, the server room is just past those cubicles.
Allez, suce-moi, gros bâtard.
O que eu falo?
Pas discret, hein.
These clowns were the same guns for hire who jumped our exchange at the stadium. Crotcha Prado, the Black Badge, right-wing paramilitary chumps protecting whoever paid the most. I guess that made them more like me than I cared to admit. Were they just looking for another payday, or did their business with the Broncos run deeper?
Voilà, on a été ici.
Eu vou por aqui, você vai por ali. Demorou.
Moi, hein, si tu veux. Ah ouais, mais t'avais les armes plus pas apparemment. On prend la pleine tête. Ah non. Bouge, bouge, bouge. Non, il va exploser, il est sérieux lui? Bah oui, mais... Il sortira les armes là. Là, on a dit qu'il faut viser la tête. Peut-être c'est fait. Il en reste. Ah merde.
Hey, we're good to go. Let's get that server back online.
Can we just spend a few more minutes? Make sure they're all gone?
Come on, don't worry. I got your back. Poor kid was scared shitless, but I thought we'd seen the worst of it.
Okay. The server room is just down here.
Mais avance.
Doing good. Come on.
Hey, I didn't think I'd have a day like this when I wake up in the mornings.
Wish I could say the same thing. Fact was, I'd gotten used to protecting Bronco in the big bad world. We hadn't anticipated a siege situation here, hadn't prepared for it. I couldn't tell the kid that.
Wow,
Something told me these guys didn't have security clearance.
Non, comment ça fait la bizarre? Putain, j'ai pas d'espace pour alors lui. Allez, tire! Oh putain, il est dans la cinématique où il s'est pris la greu, il va pas tirer. Tire! Putain, mais j'appuie les gars. Oh vas-y, ça me casse les couilles. Monte-toi. Non. Peut-être. C'est bon. Cache-toi. Tiens, garde ta grue. Alors, par contre, j'ai plus de balles, j'ai plus rien.
Over here, Max!
Non mais attends, parce que là, je vais être sûr d'avoir des...
Come on, move. You gonna be able to fix this or what?
In a few minutes, eh? I should be able to reboot the system, get all the components back online.
What about Branco's office? That's all I care about.
You should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
All right, whatever you're doing, do it quick. I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's. The security system was back online. Things might be a little tougher for our fan club from here on in. Seemed like breaching the perimeter had been no more difficult than strolling through the front gates. But hey, who needs a Trojan horse when the alarm is down and your standing army is a dame, a dork, and a drunk? Branco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out.
Attends, on va prendre un petit cachet là. Là, on a vu la petite arme.
Your guys working on the security system now, sir?
It just came on!
Okay, good. Then lock yourself down. Stay put. Let us take care of these guys down here. Once they realize they can't get to you, they should back off.
Max, try not to completely destroy the place.
Let's just concentrate on staying alive. Sir!
Là, ça va, il veut que je lui sauve le cul sans...
He was tucked up safe.
Sans rien
Now
abîmer,
I
quoi.
needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth.
Je vois personne. Ah, photo.
Graduation shots of Rodrigo, Victor, and Marcelo, educated at rich kid finishing schools all over Europe. No wonder they had the common touch.
C'est pas où c'est là. Ouais, après t'arrives, je crois.
Poor girl was dead. Shot through the head by some hero fighting the rich one lonely secretary at a time.
Vas-y, gros, slow motion et je les mets tous. Ah ouais, non, d'accord, faut que je vise le chauffeur, ok. Bien. Je les nique tous, regarde, il m'a écrasé direct. Non, ah oui, c'est bon, putain, j'allais... Non, mais là, je peux pas tout faire. Là, tu fais des sauts. Ouais, il y en a encore. Mais derrière, il y en a un autre hein, dans la voiture, non? meurt pas, lui. C'est au sol, gros. Il est fou, lui. Oula. C'est quoi ça? Non. Je crois que ça va partir en couille. Faut le tuer. Bon bah voilà, avec un peu de chance les gars. Non, il est pas mort. Je pense qu'il faut que j'attende qu'il ait fini de tirer. Voilà, allez dégage. Putain. Putain.
It looked like we had seen the worst of it. The elevator would take me back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it out.
Par contre ça va être pour moi.
I didn't know what the hell I was going to find up there, but I sensed it wasn't going to be a stripper bursting out of a cake.
Senor Branco! Senor Branco! I can't get through to him. Ever since the security door is triggered, he hasn't made a sound.
Rodrigo, it's Max. Open up. Can you hear me?
Il est mort.
Eu já tentei.
Senor Branco, open up! I'm gonna try to get in there from the roof. You find the security guard and get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I knew there was another way in upstairs for the helipad, the little luxury runaround that kept the rich looking down on the poor literally as well as metaphorically.
Rodrigo? Rodrigo? Rodrigo?
Wow.
God damn it.
Of course, he was dead. Clean, one shot, a professional job. I began to look for clues. I couldn't get playback on one of the cameras and it looked like the disc was missing. Someone in this building was trying to keep things low-key. But then why had everyone else come driving through the goddamn wall? Fabiana. Even if the man who employed me was dead, his wife was still out there. Maybe she could be saved. Maybe some good.
Pense qu'à boire.
Picking the photo from the broken fragments, something caught my eye.
Figures.
C'est la mort de Max Payne, les gars. Déjà.
Only blind luck it meant the blast wasn't fatal. If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me.
Alors on sort. Dis-moi tout. C'est sûr que c'est pas un.
If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death. Look at me. I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being held in some hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. Shit. If I survived this, it'd be a victory for gross incompetence.
Par contre, c'est bizarre qu'il soit mort dans son bureau.
The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency.
RT. Oh oui. Les gars, je veux la tête. Putain, par contre, il y a encore des mecs là, ils sont déter.
No one would be rebooting his system. Poor bastard.
Putain, par contre, ouais, pour tuer le boss là, je sais pas comment ils ont fait parce qu'il était enfermé dans son bureau. Alors, soit le mec était déjà dans le bureau, soit bah, quelqu'un a balancé des infos pour rentrer, pour pouvoir rentrer dans le bureau. Ouais. Je sais vraiment pas comment...
Rodrigo or not, Fabricas Branco is falling apart quite literally.
Il va y avoir des mecs là.
Despite his manners, I'd done him a favor. This didn't look like a room where Rodrigo closed multi-million-dollar deals. It looked like a fiery hellhole.
Empurra! Empurra mais forte, sem que você sair desses peludos! Mete a mão no gatilho com
Je vais tirer à travers le mur. On bouge hein, je sais pas, c'est là. Je vais le chercher. J'ai vachement envie de se le
The last bunch of guys who tried to kill me might have had an idea.
Ça tire ou c'est moi là? C'est pas rond. Ouais, ça je le sens pas là. Et à mon avis ça va
So
lâcher.
much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week.
C'était sûr.
Someone up ahead was hurt pretty bad. If he didn't die before I got to him, I might get some answers. Hey! Why?
What?
Why Rodrigo Branco?
Why? What?
Why did you come to kill Rodrigo Branco?
We came to kill you! Because of what you did to us! You killed so many of us!
What reason did this poor bastard have to lie? He would be dead from shock or loss of blood in half an hour, even if I didn't leave him there to burn. Where's Fabiana?
What?
Fabiana Branco, where is she?
La Comando Sombra got her! Up the hill!
Then it was up the hill for me, I guess, where the gang held sway. I had to try to figure out who was using these angry paramilitary clowns as some kind of front to kill Rodrigo. I was a mess. Rodrigo Branco was dead. Fabiana was held hostage. I had no idea who was behind any of this. I felt like a fool. I was a sweaty, gray-haired mess. This place, well, this place was gonna kill me, too. I could see that now. I decided that I was gonna die sober, not drunk. At least then I would see who shot me. It was time to take back control from whoever was out to get me. And if I didn't flush them out, at least my midlife crisis would confuse them enough so they did something stupid. It was the only hope I had. I knew I wasn't thinking straight. I'd been drinking and popping painkillers for years. I had a liver like a French goose and skin like red leather.
C'est vraiment bien fait.
Well, it wasn't perfect. In fact, it wasn't much good at all, but it was gonna have to do. At least I was facing in the right direction.
Il est badass comme ça.
Tá ligando, hein?
Hello?
Hello, Victor.
Max? Max, you're alive?
Of course I'm alive.
We did not know this. We are lost, Max. Our brother was everything to us.
I understand. Listen, I'm sorry about your loss. Both of you. Rodrigo was a good man. I failed him. But I was tricked.
What happened, Max?
I don't know.
Some guys from the Crush of Prado came into the building downstairs, so while me and the security guard were dealing with them, an assassin must have come in and executed your brother. At least that's how I think it happened.
No, you killed him, Porra. You killed my brother.
What are you talking about? I understand you're upset, but please, why the hell would I do that?
To get his money, to take his money.
How am I getting his money, Marcelo? Please, think. I worked my ass off for your family. I saved your life twice, or more. Right now I'm going to get Fabiana.
Where is she? Where is Fabiana, eh?
She's in a place called Nova Esperanza.
How do you know this, Max?
One of the Crotch of Prado told me just before he died.
Please, bring our sister-in-law back to us, Max. Our family is being torn apart.
Une réaction bizarre, le mec en cravate. Chapitre 7.
So I guess I was finally about to go and experience the other side of Sao Paulo firsthand. The bit people try to ignore. The unpleasant memory they try to obliterate with cocktails and helicopters and parties and lines of blow, like rich fools the world over. I was a day off the sauce for the first time in years and knew I was due a hangover sent direct from Mother Nature.
Parece crack, mas é só insegurança. Fui nessa capeste, os bico cansa. Estressa, é claro, cansa. Whisky, neon, boca luz.
C'est rap espagnol, les gars. Enfin, brésilien.
Demônio como sempre, os de sempre. Cigarro, uma da frente, sem fé. Tudo que fala mente. Fundo do poço, osso, dono da docente. Amor, busquei tipo samba.
I had no idea where the hell I was gonna go, so I decided to head straight for the street party that seemed to be raging. Either that or some other fool had gotten there before me and now was being ritually sacrificed. I've had better ideas, but then I've also had worse ones, like accepting this job in the first place.
E aí, gringo?
Get lost, kid.
Eu me amarro nos States. Você precisa de ajuda, senhor?
Speak English?
Aham, falo sim, sem problema.
I need to know if you've ever seen this girl, Fabiana. Come here for a second. Look at her.
I know lots of girls. Sexy. Come on, come on. This way.
Where are you going? Wait a minute. Down there?
Isso.
Jesus.
This way, come on.
Pas où il nous emmène, les gars.
At least I had found myself a tour guide.
Povo calmo como Kennedy, jeito tipo NG. Pico treme, se vê que ainda somos public
Ah, c'est bon, on peut jouer enfin.
The way I see it, there's two types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future, and those who spend their lives trying to rebuild the past. For too long, I've been stuck in between, hidden in the dark. What was I really doing, walking in there with my bad haircut and ridiculous shirt? Was I there to make something right? Or was I just using a messed up situation to indulge myself, grasping at some desperate delusion of control? Maybe the two went hand in hand more than I care to admit.
Moi aussi je danse.
Ô papai, eu vim devolver o seu sorriso favela. Leve e solta pra cantar. Nunca esquecer como sua paz é bela. Dá força pra
I had stumbled into some kind of street party. This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where yuppies could gawk at the endless spirit of the poor from the inside of their bulletproof buses. I felt dumb and exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered, sober or drunk, I was hardly undercover. I stood out in this place like a streetwalker in a monastery.
barracos e morros sem socorro num lugar sem esperança, nada, sem luz que possa inspirar.
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do you
O que
need?
você tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando. Eu te chamei aqui, porra!
Easy, pal, easy.
Ah, então, você é americano de merda.
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro.
Desculpa, amigo, por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado. Pega o dinheiro dele.
Então, compramos que dalle.
Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui. Dá logo. Filho da puta. Valeu, mano. Bem-vindo à favela Nova Esperança. Agora não, fora daqui.
All things considered, I was gonna have to look on this as a good outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me. Middle-income ass-kickers who protected the rich by shooting kids like them.
On pris mes armes ou pas?
First day off the sauce, and somehow I'd still ended up in the gutter.
J'ai pas d'armes. Super. Pas faire grand chose.
If there was one thing I'd learned since I'd been here, it was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these,
On va regarder s'il marque un but ou pas.
chance at a ticket out of here.
Ah, louco.
Miskin, il le rend fou. Regardez-le. C'est même plus où est le ballon, quoi. Au grand écart. Putain, j'ai jamais vu quelqu'un qui tape comme ça.
Tá na hora da janta, caralho!
Il a trop pris la misère, sa mère elle l'appelle.
Sabe jogar palitinho, rapaz?
Mostra.
Pô, que isso, é a coisa mais simples. Vai lá, mostra pra ele. Você escolhe um dos três para...
Desculpa, olá. Fala inglês. I'm a little lost. Perdido? Onde estou?
Tá no lugar errado, rapaz.
No comprende. I need a phone, a telephone.
Bora.
Publico.
A gente não é centro de informação turística, não.
Well, they weren't gonna help me. And who could blame them? I was a dumb American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess, I was on my own.
Miskin.
It looked like there was a bar up ahead. The irony was not lost on me. I figured sobriety was no use to me dead.
C'est quoi ça?
Hey, are you lost?
In more ways than I could possibly explain.
I know you. At the disco, with the gun. Yeah, you had hair back then and better clothes. Anders Dudley from Steele, North Dakota. Why on earth are you here?
Oh, c'est lui. qu'on a croisé dans les chiottes.
Looking for someone. What are you doing here?
Oh, we came to help the cause. See, after I retired, my wife, she said I had to do something. And, well, you know, I always loved kids, so I got involved in Angels of the Hill. Oh, it's a great cause, and they're really great folk. And, well, now we come down twice a year to help inoculate the children of the favelas. Yeah, oh, it's simply wonderful giving back. The whole family does it. In fact, my little girl's coming in a couple of days.
Aren't you afraid?
I was a cop for 25 years. And granted, Steel ain't San Paulo, but, you know, I seen things. And people are the same everywhere, good, bad, and different.
Listen, have you heard anything about a woman, about 28, rich? She was kidnapped. I heard she was being held around here.
No.
All right, well, good luck.
All right, you too. You look like you need it. I gotta get back at it. Hey, I'll say a prayer for you.
Another life lesson I didn't want.
Ouais, je sais pas où je vais là, mais j'y vais. Oui, je dois aller dans la boîte.
Sai de cima de mim, meu! Ô. Maluco, pô.
Il y a des douches dans les boîtes, les gars. C'est pas une boîte. Une boîte de nuit.
I hoped this classy-looking establishment would have a phone so I could call Passos. Either that or a gun so I could shoot myself and save these kids the bother.
Hey, that telephone? Telefone, vai lá no fundo, ó. Segue em frente.
When you're stuck in a foreign country and you don't know the words for reverse charges, and you're in some lonely skin joint in the middle of some poor slum, having just had every last cent robbed from you, and you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know you're a loser.
Hey, Matt, can I buy you a beer?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, make it quick, I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't waste a beer.
Wait, come on. I'm trying to dry out a bit, so just a soda, please.
Sure. Why don't you go sit down? Guaraná pra ele, chopp pra mim. Bem gelado. Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
Yeah, well.
Gros plan sur le cul de la meuf.
Very good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, I think.
Although you'll forgive me if I promise never to employ you as my bodyguard. You did a great job watching after Rodrigo Branco.
Fuck you.
You were set up.
Bet your ass I was.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen this guy? Sejano.
Yep. He's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, you sure put his gang out of business. But don't worry, those guys, they're a small fry. This is the guy I'm interested in. Neves. And this is his little buddy here. Milo Hegel. They work for this vigilante group, Crasha Preto.
Yep, I know him.
Well, they're very popular with right-wing politicians, like Victor Branco. Now, you see, many years ago, he helped clear some villages on a bit of land Rodrigo Branco wanted to develop.
Rodrigo Branco?
Yes, he did some very bad things. Anyway, have you ever seen this guy?
Maybe at the stadium.
I knew you were involved in that business. You know, I wanted to investigate that, but I got an order to blame it on some local street kids instead. Tell me, what happened there?
Nothing. We simply went to hand over some cash to this guy's clowns for a ransom exchange when this guy's clowns jumped us and they shot everybody.
Apart from you and your boy Passos.
That's right. But we had to shoot our way out of there.
They let you go. It's okay, it's a little weird right now. But I know that Victor Branco is involved in all this. I just don't know how or why. And I know that the UFE are involved in all this as well, but I just don't know how or why. And you know what's gonna happen? The moment is gonna come along when I put all these pieces together, and at that moment, someone is gonna come along and put a bullet in my head. Anyway, listen. you might want this.
Ah, là, tu fais plaisir.
I'll need it.
And if it's Fabiana Branco you've come looking for, I think she's up the hill.
So why don't you just go get her?
I don't know. I'm a cop. I mean, I'll fight corruption. I'll stand up to the rich and dumb, but if I go up that hill right now, I'll be dead in 3 minutes or less. Maybe you too, Max. You're in the jungle now.
So it appears.
If you survive the next hour, let's speak. You help me. And I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Good luck.
I didn't know what to make of what this guy had just told me. What was true and what was just someone else's convenient bullshit. Then some less than friendly locals came in and found me in the wrong mood to party.
Ah. Le mec qui était à l'entrée.
E aí, gringo? O que você tá fazendo aí?
No comprende. Leave me alone.
Você tem alguma coisa pra mim? Do you got something for me?
For you? Tell you what I got. I got a gun, and if anybody thinks they're gonna take it from me, they'd be dead wrong.
Allez, tiens, plein de tête, plein de tête. Ah ouais, mais l'autre il est devant. Allez, bouge ta grosse tête là. Voilà. Pour le barman. C'est bon? Il y en a pas un, les gars. Ah, il est pas mort. Bon. Voilà, on nous a miné la photo.
I still had other problems to deal with.
Tiens, sors pas ta tête, on a vu.
Por favor, me deixe embora!
Tiens, merde, bâtard. Voilà. Je fais une galoche au mur. Bon, on va chercher le... couteau.
Serrano, the man of the hour. Had De Silva left this there on purpose as some passive-aggressive message to the CS from a cop who was apparently too scared to go near any real criminals? It was a strange power play.
No shooting! Por favor, amigo! No.
Relax, soldier.
You're American? Oh, jeez, buddy. Am I glad to see you? Oh, fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town for the last 5 years. It's like a fucking insane asylum.
Le mec, il revient.
But it's got the cheapest pussy in the world. Fuck me. I mean...
You're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what.
I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country, I think. And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right?
Have a nice day.
Casse-toi. Ta calvitie.
Jesus, what a fucking creep.
Là,
It
ça
was
part.
Monday afternoon, and I'd already been thrown out of a party, gone to a strip club, and got into a bar fight. This latest midlife crisis was certainly ticking all the boxes.
Cache-toi, gros.
É o gringo. Ah, não sei. Tô vendo porra nenhuma. A gente desce ou não? Foda-se. Isso aí já era, não vale a pena não. Tá certo. Vamos lá.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest.
Allez, on m'a balancé.
I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint.
Putain. Ça tire encore, c'est... Hop là, petite esquive. Miskin, j'aime plus debout. Merde, putain. J'ai l'idée de fermer ses volets à cette station. Caché les gars. Oh, y'en a là, comment je vais... Merde, putain. Mais c'est pas où en fait. Allez, dégage. Je vais aller ici. Ah.
Yet more thugs whose Christmas card list I wouldn't be on. This wasn't Commando Sombra real estate. I had to keep moving. I could hear a woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how. Nova Esperanza wasn't exactly a dinner and movie kind of place. I recognized the hoods who jumped me earlier. I was trying to decide whether to crash this party or turn back, when my natural grace and finesse made the decision for me.
Oh, le mec qui se cache derrière des trucs aussi, les gars. Oh là 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 là, les gars. Regardez-moi ça, les gars. Ah, j'ai niqué tout. Non, mais je l'avais vu. Non. Bah oui, j'ai plus mon AK, donc je peux pas. Pourquoi ça tient? D'accord. Attends, gros, je charge dans ce truc. Je sais même pas où il est en plus. C'est quoi ça? Oh la tête. Gros, t'as pris une... C'est un peu de la merde. Ça one shot pas en plus. Là y'en a un les gars. Je peux pas rentrer. trouver un bouton les gars. Enfin une touche. Je vais mettre le slow motion en étant début. Voilà. Parce que je vais essayer de pas trop en abuser parce que sinon... Il y a encore des mecs en face. En bas il y a des mecs. Juste j'ai tué tout à l'heure. Oh, putain.
Fabiano's market value is falling by the second. I had to get to Serrano before he dumped his stock.
Non mais comment tu la trouves, Fabiano?
These bastards look different, tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiano wasn't going to be served up come feeding time.
What the fuck, les gars? What? On va quitter. Putain, truc de ouf ça. Dis-moi que ça marche là. Ah bah putain. Bon vas-y, on est reparti, on va essayer.
There was no need to announce my arrival in that part of town. I'd drawn more than enough attention already.
Tá faltando uma loira gelada.
Combien de le faire à l'instant?
Foi, falei vai ser otário aqui 3 vezes aí e até agora nada.
Vai tomar no seu cu, rapaz. Vai buscar cerveja cedo.
Que porra que estão fazendo lá embaixo? Sei lá, os malandros matariam sua mãe por uma torta de maconha.
Pas vu. Toi tu lances pas de fusée mon pote.
Tá aqui, caralho! É só uma bala e nada mais! Você tem a mínima ideia de quem a gente é?
Ok. C'est parti.
Bate ele 2 vezes!
Parce que les gars, du coup, j'ai recommencé là, parce que j'avais avancé un peu plus loin, mais il n'y avait aucune action du début à la fin.
Risk of becoming too clear-headed.
C'est-à-dire, j'ai tué 3 mecs, et après, plus rien. Hein? Qu'est-ce qu'il me fait là? Ça va, lui?
Vamos conversar sobre isso, companheiro! Você tá vivo?
Oh, quel shoot! C'est dommage qu'il y ait des bugs dans le jeu. C'est un jeu. Les mecs qui sortent comme ça, là. Ça va faire peur, hein. Ah ouais, non, il n'y a que de l'eau qui coule. cherche mon pote là. Monte ta tête toi là-bas, dépêche-toi. C'est que je peux rentrer dans le bâtiment. Wow, il m'a fait sursauter le bâtard. Le lantagique comme un... En fait c'est après cette porte où j'ai été bloqué. Genre... Ah ouais, j'avais même pas eu de cinématique ni rien. D'accord. Et en fait j'étais bloqué entre cette porte et la porte. Coucou. Allez, salut bitches. Par terre. Salut. Il n'y a pas de musique ni un tout à l'heure. Je pense que si je tire dessus.
Passos had told me about this stuff. Oxidado. They called it rust, packed full of healthy ingredients like quicklime and kerosene, cheaper, stronger, and deadlier than crack. Easily marketed to the poor and desperate. All in all, a fine, honorable way to earn a living.
Et je pouvais pas ouvrir cette porte. Bah là aussi. On va s'en griller une. Hein? Qu'est-ce qu'il va faire?
I couldn't find any clues in this place, so I decided to do my bit for the drugs trade.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Là, il a déclenché la guerre, un gars.
I was definitely in Commando Sombre territory. If Fabiana was still alive, she couldn't be far away.
Jamais, je préfère le tuer.
That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured he wouldn't mind if I dropped in and thanked him personally.
Le bâtard.
Hospitality.
Oh l'enculé.
It wasn't like he wasn't expecting me.
Vas-y, ça. Je vais pas m'accueillir, les gars. Oh merde. Il est parti chercher un cocktail Molotov. Sors de là. Oh le shoot au miel. Les gars. Wow, vas-y, laisse tomber. Bon. dessus.
I had to hope the king was in his castle. As I approached the spot, I could hear raised voices. Then I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well. I wasn't expecting quite so many armed goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Put the guns down!
Quel...
Girl's gone. No one needs to die, asshole. Tomar no cu, seu gringo de merda. Vou matar sim. Don't you kill her! Don't you?
Okay.
Wow. Oh, fils de...
É a porra da UP! Você fica com o gringo! A galera conta tem depois, vamos nessa, caralho! Atividade! Atividade, caralho!
Putain, mais il va encore se casser ce bâtard.
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
I'll give you a minute, buddy.
Chapitre 8.
We'd only been married a short time. By now, she had been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just grief. The insanity that comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Excuse me. Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery.
Bon, comme à l'épisode précédent, on se fait agresser directement après le chapitre 8, enfin au début. Donc ça va être tout pour cet épisode-là. Vu que je veux faire 2 chapitres par épisode, alors celui-là va être un peu plus long je crois. Je vais devoir encore faire du montage, je vais m'amuser un petit peu pour essayer de faire en sorte que le chapitre 6 et le chapitre 7 soient sur la même vidéo. J'espère que cet épisode vous a plu et puis je vous dis à la prochaine vidéo. Salut!